Hey, what's up everybody? Captain Segfault here. I've done a few videos recently where I showed off some nice plays that I made, but I wanted to change it up a bit and go through a few clips and actually break down what was going on in my head during those times. So today I've got two clips that I want to show you. You can see them playing right now. I'm going to go ahead and play them through and then actually break them down one by one. So let's get to it. So for this first clip, a friend of mine who also plays Destiny recently told me that I'm one of the slipperiest players he's ever seen, and I really thought this clip showed that off a little bit. So here I am spawning up in a skirmish match, and to be honest, I'm not really paying attention here. I get caught off guard by this guy in front of me, and I fall behind in the gunfight pretty quickly. I scope in with no land to try and at least body him, but if you've ever used NLB, you know that sometimes it just doesn't shoot, which happens to me here. I pull the trigger at least 2 or 3 times and nothing. So usually this is where I say I'm dead, but I decided to try and put the moves on this guy. As soon as I realize that NLB isn't going to fire and I'm about to die, I shade step left and try to get behind this box. To avoid being caught in a head glitch here, I get as close to the box as possible while trying to regain my health. Now, any smart player at this point is simply going to rush up, jump on top of me, and either throw a grenade or just gun me down for an easy kill. Now, at this point, while I'm sitting behind this box, I have absolutely no view of the enemy. All I have is my radar. My radar is blood red and fully opaque, meaning the guy is rushing me and still on the same level as I am. So if you pay attention to the radar in Destiny, you know that when a player is on a different level of elevation than you, either above you or below you, your radar will turn a slightly lighter shade of red. I'm predicting this guy will jump over me, so I'm watching for my radar to change color, indicating that he's begun his jump. As soon as I see my radar change, I shade step around the box. It's very important to turn while you are shade stepping. This gives me an extra half second of coverage behind the right side of the box while I try to see exactly where my enemy jumped. Now, normally I tell people not to jump in a gunfight because it makes you an easily predictable target, but here I jump because my enemy will be landing on the ground as I begin my jump and it will take him longer to find me. After all that, it's simply a matter of winning a 1v1 where I get the first shots on someone who is completely lost due to my movement. In this next clip, I get caught in a 1v3 situation in Trials after both my teammates go down. Lots of people panic in 1v3s, and I wanted to go over my strategy for this situation and show that it's not a complete loss if you can play smart and do your best to isolate your opponents. This one ends up going in my favor, and that won't always be the case, but there are some things to think about in these types of situations, so let's go ahead and break it down. The first thing I do is find an escape route where I can position myself to try and fight. As a Night Stalker, the spike grenade is your best friend. Here I throw it against the wall and run into it, ensuring that if anyone chases me, they will be caught in it. Luckily enough, one enemy did chase me and ends up dying in my grenade. What this tells me is that this team, or at least some of the players on this team, are chasers. So what I'm hoping for now is that 2 or 3 of them were chasing me, and after seeing their teammate go down, they've either split or are stuck between chase and retreat mode, and I can catch one off guard. I quickly run back through the way I came, and I can see that a Titan is hard scoped in the opposite direction. I get a few shots on him and he backs off, leaving his other teammate in a 1v1 where I get the first shots and win. I now have 2 enemies down in places that I can guard pretty well. I assume the third will be coming back to fight while I'm part health, so I pull out my sniper. This is a very important tip for a sniper. I use the ghost of the second player to align my sniper. If you sniped before, you probably know that a ghost will be about top chest or chin level of a living guardian. I aim slightly above the enemy's ghost and let the Titan walk into my headshot. As a sniper, one of the best things you can do is learn the height of things around you in relation to guardians and use those objects to align your headshot. I'm aiming slightly to the right of the ghost to give myself a little bit of wiggle room in case I need to adjust my shot. Luckily, the Titan walks right into my headshot and I win a 1v3 in a tough trials match. Well, that's all I have for you in this video. I hope it helps you learn a little bit and see how I think during pressured situations. Thanks for watching.